All right, good morning, everybody. Just setting up the screen here. Uh, let's see. There we go. Yeah, all right, here we go. 5:41, December 28th, 2023. We're going to go over the top gainers of today and some of the catalysts that might be involved with them. We got up the Thinkorswim chart here, top left side, and the rest of this are Weeble pop outs. We can always go over them if you need some help with them and setting them up. Let me know. We'll hook that up. Hopefully, the audio is good. If you do come in here and you can't hear the audio, please let me know. That would be awesome so I can adjust it. And I do have sound card coming in this week, should be here for Tuesday's jump off. So just looking around here, seeing Mara ended up taking off. That was beautiful. I did take out some of my position, probably 70% of it yesterday. Some of that I've been sitting on for like 2 years, so that'll qualify for the long-term tax gains. So that's kind of why I took it out, and I'll start a new position on the next dip for a continuation. Excuse me. For continuation, let's take a look at it. So instead of just talking about it, so this one's, I mean, we're at a weekly point, right? This was, it's back in March, January, February. Yeah. So March of 2022 is the level I had marked out, and it reached it. It was 3140 was my level. And we actually hit that, so I did take out most of my position. And yeah, I mean, it did everything it's supposed to do, and we'll see if it continues here with this Bitcoin halving coming up. Um, it's proving to be a fairly large catalyst. The ETF, Bitcoin ETF being formed, and just the legitimacy um, of crypto is on the table um, in a big way, and it looks like it's getting a significant amount of attention from everybody. You know, I see the bulls, you know, and the hardcore supporters and users of crypto technology really pulling together. And of course, wherever there's smoke, you get a lot of the active traders involved, and then you got the bigger, you know, big holders and institutions getting involved in the space as well. Supreme Court's going to weigh in on the ETF at the end here, end of the month, or actually we'll look that up. I'm going to find that out today when they're supposed to. If somebody knows, please drop it in the comments. But I know that's coming up. Uh, it's coming up soon. Um, so that's going to be a point of interest. So let's see what else we got here. So let's check out these top gainers. So for today, pre-market, um, yeah, sometimes I like to start with what's the range here, some turnover. So SNES is up there on the turnover as well, volume. So let's see them. We've seen them quite a few times before on top gainers. Um, there's Bets again, just Bets just hanging out, huh? Bets has been hanging out for a few sessions now in top gainers somewhere. So might have to take a look at that again and see what kind of news is coming up. So Clove, that was up there yesterday. It's up there again. Not moving very much yet, but that's Wells Fargo on the volume. That's cool. Uh, I do like it under 50. That's still a decent buy. I mean, look all the way out to the crash. If it makes it over 50, that's kind of its mark there. That's its price. So that's the weekly that's going back to 2017. There's 18, 19, of course, the dip right there. Boom. Gets all the way down to 20 bucks. Oh, if only. So dipped and then dipped again. Boom, boom. They did not recover right away. And then into the 40s. Yeah, I bought some on the way up and then I got out of it. Stalled again here for 2 years. This is its range. Looks like SVU crash. Um, and then or the bank Silicon Valley SV, yeah, SVB, SVU, SVB failure, and then 36 was a low, 47. Yeah, so it's breaking out here. It looks like it's trying to break out on the monthly. On the weekly, it's definitely breaking out. That's a pretty high time frame there. Daily, it's been breaking out. Let's see, let's take a look at it here. Really doesn't look like much. Daily looks like much here. Looks like it's got some levels here. Broke straight out. I wonder if all finance is doing that. You know what? I want to see a heat map. And I would have heat map in here too. Financial, all green. Oh boy, a lot of green. Look at that. Hmm. I think we'll put up a heat map somewhere. What do you guys think? Uh, we'll put it over here for just now. Okay. Fubo's up there again. They like to move. That's got strong potential to moving. This has been up there before. Not really familiar with how it moves. Veil is up there every once in a while. That's moving pretty good. I mean, this is the day. I have it set to the day chart. These have all. No, Clove isn't. Clove may just be starting to curl here. So Clove's still got potential if they're going to remain in business here and remain a viable company. Let's see what that 1 hour shows. Another tip. Looks like the last shakeout possibly for a takeoff. Somebody's buying here. 97. So somebody's buying at 97 here. Let's see what kind of news. Is that enough volume? No, no, not enough volume there. H-band, this has been on a run here. That Huntington Bank shares, so a lot of the banks have been on a run here. There's a nice pullback. Let's see. It could be a reversal too. Look at that. Well, it did it yesterday. So it did the same thing yesterday. It's like the day before too. No, not so much there and there. So open, open, a dip down and open, another dip and open. Hmm. Yeah, might be inclined to play a dip like that. Just set a limit order to pick up down here at open. Anyway, I'm not going to play that today. Let's see, bets. No, not yet. Not until it turns around. Now let's see what we have on the top gainers for pre-market. We got Sing, EGX. That's a breakout right there. It's a pretty nice breakout. Let's see what that's doing. 9 minute, 30 minute. Yeah, looks like it's done that before that double and come back down. Same pattern. Finds a high. Looks like it did the same thing. End of day. End of day high. Pre-market high. Falls off. Well, that was that time. This one is end of day high. Pre-market high. Falls off. We'll see. Or maybe takes off to the moon, but that's got the, I don't know. We'll wait to see how that pattern works out, but I would be inclined to short something like that because of its history. But this current market, right now, we've been seeing a lot of volume, a lot of activity, a lot of higher highs. So that would be great too. So NCNC with some consolidation. I'll keep an eye on the volume and the news for that. See if they start pumping it. Sing took off yesterday, probably in sympathy to CING, which took off crazy. I'm sure you all seen it. If you're watching this, then you should be familiar with gappers. Um, Blue Star seems to be popping up a few times here. APN, that's been out a lot. as a nanobiotics, biotics. More volume. BKKT, that's popping up there. Some pretty good movement. GREE, I'm not familiar with what they are, but there they go with their continuation. A few of these are on their second day run. So that's good. Okay. So here's Sing. Sing dropped down. What's that now? So somewhat of a pullback. Is this going to be a multi-day runner, or is this it? It's going to be interesting. Sing all the way to 22. All the way up to 22. I got out here. Yeah, that's really crazy as I was holding some shares at $3 from this right here and average down. And no, before that, no, it was from this run here. I was holding some shares here, it goes all the way down, and I get out on a few of these pops here, just taking minimal loss. And then I'm holding like 8 shares, and it completely takes off with this craziness. So I end up in the positive. I made out for those shares when I got out on this first pop here. I didn't think it'd continue, but I got out here, some at 12, 10, 12. And I finally sold the last one. I think there's 11 something right here. And then who would have known? Look at that. Wow, Sing. That is ridiculous. Tops out at 22. Easy support there, or resistance at 19. Some shooting stars. And I should short it too. So possible short today. If it's anything like some various other markets, this would technically be a short candidate for today. The extension is real. This thing went from basically $3 to $20. So there's definitely some room on both sides now. I mean, it could go back up too. That's still a decent it's got an $8 move either direction. So okay, so Igor SNES starting to come down off of that extended pop. That's the second pop there. Popped last night after market. And then big volume at 4 o'clock open today and pops again. So check news, keep an eye on volume, multiple time frames, put up a fib 50, and you can map out some ranges, supports, resistance. Keep an eye on that price action, and you'll be good to go. So let's zoom in on Mara here. Keep an eye on that tonight. A lot of potential here. I don't know if it starts to come down. I am looking for a dip buy to get back in. Um, I'd like it to test the 200. That may not happen, may happen, might happen today, might happen never. We'll see. That's what I'd like to see. And it looks like it took off some VWAP there. See, see that here. Yep, yep. You see that? And let's bring that heat map in. No. There's the financials heat map, bioscience, automotive, pharmaceutical, school, real estate, metals, investment banking, food, and drug retailing. Jeez. Okay. Internet gaming. So oil and gas are down. Oil and gas down. Renewable energies are 50-50. Cloud computing, CRM's taking the game right there today. Looks like Baba might be doing something. So financials, let's just put it on industries, watch them all. So we'll keep this for a little while here. All right. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that for a little bit, see what that changes into. So is anything anything you want to watch? Let me know. If the audio is still shit, let me know. It probably is. Going to be on here for about another 50 minutes. And then get on with our day. If you got any trades you want to keep an eye on, let me know. The top left is a 5-minute chart of Mara. The top red line is a Fibonacci. That's the 161 line on the Fibonacci. And this is the line that I marked from 2022, which was my take profit. And we hit it yesterday. Been waiting a year for that. So that was a long time coming. I will trade live on here. I haven't seen it trade yet. Let's see. comes up, what opportunities arise. Well, ATUS looks like it's gassing up here. So China news, election news, Asian coffee. So what I'm doing here, these are some key levels. Looks like the support bounced off of, broke right through it, came back to it, became resistance, dropped down, resistance again. So I'd like to see it test this 380 again. And then if it can break that, this is kind of a bounce here as well. So let's put it there. So there's a play right there to 380. It's a good bit of risk though too, because $2 is easy. So this thing's got a dollar range. Let's say 80 cent either way. So you got it. It's a 1-to-1. You'd want to give it at least 80 cents to breathe, if not the whole dollar. Some change. The top side Should it break from there, the next real support is $5. So 5 can go to 6, 6 to 7. So this one's got some potential there. Really not sure what that news was all about. Let's see, billionaire to do something. Digital moving. Let me check. Thinkorswim is here. Let's see. So let's check the chart on it. Um, there is activity. We've got buy and sell volume up in the sixes. No, that's not the sixes. So big volume yesterday on it. Looks like we had big volume yesterday. If that can continue today, that'll pick it up. Looks like it again wanted to keep it above $3 there. So it didn't even come down to test that previous. So it looks like it hung out here at fair value for a while. Nobody wanted to pay over 375 here for it. So tap that twice. That's the harder line in the sand, even with volume there. It did not get past that 370, 380. So that's where I'll put this hard line here. And that's from right here. Yeah, same line, same 380. Go charge it out on both. And 75. There's some volume. Some type of finance. The EPS is only negative 5 cents, so that's pretty good. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. So let's see. So keep an eye on that. Oh, my blood sugar is high. Let's see. Check. Oh, not that high. I'll grab a coffee here. We'll be on for about another 25 minutes. If there's anything you want to see, let me know. Top gainers. Be working on my thumbnail this week and next week, and then we'll do some marketing so we can get a get a hold of the people who trade these pops in the morning, the top gainers. See what it is that they're checking out, whether it be trade ideas or maybe some custom scanners. I'll be all about some custom scanners. I have a few of my own. We'll put them up here soon, but um, they don't have the rollover spark chart pop out feature that I really like here on our Weeble. So this is just so efficient to cover a lot of area at one time. So, so yeah, like that a lot. Um, Sorry about the raspy voice. It's early for me here. 6:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hang out for a second. I'm just gonna make a coffee. Put a little bit of tunes on. Once again, sound card is coming. So I can put the sound in properly. Right now, this is just running through my computer from my phone, and please reach out to me if any of this music that I use is uh, not for not for any use. So I'll be right back. Just gonna make a coffee. Like and subscribe.
in my series of physiology. Follow me as I escalate, humorously I escalate the next to you to something. When I lose it, right? If you never confuse it, they can never remove it to realize they give it rich in this line. So speaking the truth, percentage is you. I said that we keeping it you. The niggas what you gonna lose. Like giving it to you, the pick on the radical view. I choose to be insane in my brain is an algorithm and astronomical fortress. My words are not performing. I was double back. I was in it for like this performance. She torment and I'm just over to you. This is misfortune. Misfortune is double. Family is legal. Check this is important. My style is hot. It's a moment. The savage hit with the flow. I defeated it with tenacity. My vocabulary is at the maximum capacity. In the move relativity. Revolutionizing the way you understanding gravity. The wrapping of the fabric of space and time. I'm Einstein. Even the people are formula. The joke of niggas is warning y'all. I said in the focus, you better believe it. The way that I'm rhyming and directly breathing. I'm minding my business. I'm putting the thing in the point that I'm working. I'm thinking the people that think that I guarantee for create. The 6% is too related. All I do is it and I'm break. I never think it's from my face. They just think for the reason that you wanted to hear whenever they in your face. You trying to put it behind it. I've been away because I already learned it. You know, but in the ground and get them up. Is the consequence all of your lyrics contradicted like a certain person from never presence of prominence the cadence of the knowledge when I am constantly seeking the aid of putting the middle and I'm attempting to allocate the image for the nonsense let the principles entertain as I exclaim and engine action and lyrical that is on the road all nonsense I mean you look at the middle of the number to my eyes or giving it to the using the track to follow the pen and the book instead of the for the easy giving a beautiful piece of little piece until every time a beat school for the minds of the foolish many a minuscule man trying to suppress when I get death with a pen when will it end my lines are actually accurate never answer not what I get down inside my apparatus I'm exacting the sweetest and I'm a level is necessary for relevant and innovative poet initiated and trying to set it is in my system one thing and swinging the razor they say that I'm sorry so someone tell me they say that they synthesize the sound so it's similar to a symphony orchestrated the tape with the string and make you what they buy and I'm giving you elegance whenever they're trying to be enemies I'm the story of some of the time whether if you were the people there part of the study your relative rant like if I never reaching you were sold I'm wondering sitting inside of my room and I pray for my soul to prepare that doom assume that I was over from violence and training ignorance subliminal messages inside of all of the images I'm a refuse to talk at that very strict with tradition I'm speaking of isolation while giving you my rendition was ridicule as a child and my pain I put in the challenge with status to flow this message and very mentally challenged and allowing these motherfuckers to degrade me with the free from my decrees I can see it I'm running up with the
All right, all right, all right, all right. Calm down, calm down. Oh, yes. That's one of my favorite artists, talented hip hoppers, Khan, Kaan. Just in case you're wondering, check them out. Don't check them out. Do whatever you do. That's talented right there. Talented right there. All right. I digress. This is not about the music. All right. So we got about 10 minutes left here. We're going to see if we got any gappers. Let's see what we got. We got. Well, I hope that audio was okay. I guess I'll find out. I'll check it out later when I go back through it. Yep. Let's see what that thing is doing. Once the sound bar comes in, we'll have that all nicely integrated. All right, two chairs. Let's see. I care. Okay. All right. So let's put that away for now. So we got some ranges here to wait for this. Oh, I moved it. Where was this one? 380? 380 is about right. Yeah. All right, so let's see. And volume's picking up there too. Look at that volume. Boom, boom, boom. Weekly. That's good. The daily. Daily. Nice little breakouts. Breakouts. All types of confluences with the charts. This was opening. So it opened up yesterday. Closed pretty nicely. Ran after market. Hmm. Well, it's been on quite a run. Good. Oh, I would have loved to fall asleep in this trade. Look at that. Yeah. Hmm. All right. So that's some pretty good movement there. It's got some movement. Hmm. Movement, catalyst. We'll see. In the relative volume column here, I like to see a good chart with some volume. A lot of times these relative volume candidates don't have any consistent volume in the chart. So either I find a name that cross-references another column, like volume or turnover or range or top gapper, or I look for some volume candles that are consistent. You guys know what I'm talking about. See, these by themselves are not terrible. That means that buyers and sellers have found a common price, but when they're over a period of time, that is lack of volume. So, if any are being traded during these candles, so we will, yeah, like some of these only have 2 shares being traded, 12 shares, no shares. There's just no volume there. So that's why it's easy for them to pop up on the relative volume, right? Because it's relative to this one set to the last 10 days. So in the past 10 days, it's now, you know, 5 times its past 10-day relative volume. But that could be 100 shares because its past relative volume was only 20 shares. So these aren't always viable candidates here, but I'd like to see a multi-day or a big volume guy or a big top gainer guy show up also in the relative volume. It's another point of confluence for me. More people that are looking at it. There's a lot of people who play relative volume as well. So it's just another group of people involved in the trade, bidding on the same asset, and that can create some volatility and movement. And that's what we play. Top gappers in the house. We play volatility and movement, price action. So there has to be some movement and volatility for us to make some change. Of course, there's also swing trading, long-term trading, earnings, dividends, bonds, treasuries. There's all types of stuff you can get into, metals, and You name it. You could trade your time for money if you want to. Yep. But here we're looking for some volatility based on volume and price action. Pretty standard. So I don't see anything in relative volume. So I see Tellurian's still up here. It's a lot of volume. See what kind of news it has. 27, fund management has increased its stake in U.S. liquefied gas, LNG. Developer Tellurian to 7.3%. A filing with the Securities Exchange Commission showed on Wednesday, up from 5.2 previously. So Marshall Island investment firm described the latest purchase of the Tellurian shares as an investment and an attempt to control the company. So Chatterjee bought almost 13 million shares on December 13th and December 22nd after Tellurian ousted its chairman and co-founder Sharif Soki. If I'm slaughtering these names, please bear with me. I'm just checking this out quickly. If you want to go through it, please check news for yourself on ticker symbol TELL. Tellurian. Looks like they have some news going on. They have some activity. Looks like some drama going on, a little bit of soap opera action. So, rightfully so, there is some upheaval going on. I can already see the movie in 20 years about what happened to Tellurian. All right. Well, I like the name, so that's 42 million shares. They have some things going on. Be very careful. It's under $1. So that's officially a penny stock. All right. So for me, anything under $1 is a penny stock because it's pennies. Mm. All right. So let's check it out over the long term or over, let's check the daily. So it's up 100% from its all time. See what earnings did. It's got revenue. They do have revenue coming in. It was 100 million, and then quarter over quarter, it went to 50 million, like a lot of companies did, 30 back to 40, but half of what they had this month or that quarter. So what was it before then? 60. All right, so it's nothing. 146, 26. Wow, a lot of volatility in their earnings, like a lot of companies. So I could see how they could have some corporate issues. It makes sense. Yeah, one quarter we make 20 million, the next quarter we make 100 million, the next quarter we make 50 million. That's got to be fun. That's got to be fun. I mean, how do you even equate for your spending, you know? And then of course there's that impression, oh, you're just sitting on all that cash. What are you going to do with all that? We're going to pay our bills next quarter when we make 20% of our revenue, expected revenue. So, all right. So some corporate stuff going on there with TELL. Do your own due diligence. Check them out. If you come up with anything interesting, let me know. I might look into them later, do a deep dive on them. It's still under $1. um, with a lot of upside potential. I mean, look at this weekly. We're at some all-time all-time lows. So this company's got a lot of potential, and it's a lot of volume coming in here, a lot of action. So it could be a buyout, go to zero. Could be a merger acquisition, go to zero. Could be a buyout, merger acquisition, and go to $5, $10, $9. Take out 10. It's got that take out 10 vibe, and it's got some support here. Looks like it's all-time lows down here. Looks like we hit the all-time lows, but there's some support right here. So just based on the charts alone, this would be that big supply zone back in 2020. This is kind of where it found its bottom. This is the 2020 lows. So we actually came back to below 2020 lows. I don't know if we're going to make this spike again, actually. Looks like they struggled from there. So keep an eye on it. But I like things at their 2020 lows. And so we'll see. Let's see. All right. All right. So got about 6 minutes left here. And I've just been hanging out here, getting the audio down, just practicing with this. But I'm going to leave them up. I am going to leave these videos up. Please like and subscribe. Check out the videos. Um, let's see. Let's see what else there is. Anything else popping up? So no real news. I'm not sure why this is up here. So SNES has a gap to fill here. That's a pretty wicked gap. It's got two gaps, three gaps. Oh, what's going on here? Yeah, this thing fell off. I don't remember what the news was. It's been up here a lot. But I guess breaking $1. Let's see if we can get above $1. If it gets into that gap fill range, breaks this 116, 117, I'd be looking to fill to 180, 175, 180. This whole area right here needs to fill at some point in time. So let's put it here, over here. So this space right here. So we got some gap fills there on the daily. Let's get into the time frames. Almost at the gap fill. Oh, looks like it's in the gap fill. So it filled gap one. So it looks like it filled gap one. Might go for gap two. Hmm. Doesn't have news, though. Not today. Not that I saw. Let's see. Let's check it out for news. SNES. Checking it out for news. If you guys have anything on it, let me know. Put it in the comments. We'll take a look at it. All right. Um, CEO announces latest episode of the Stock to Me podcast featuring Joe at the end. Shares trading higher, evolved soft stage, the financial stars disclosed, evolved soft state in Hong Kong, Fruit Tree Limited. Looks like they did a public offering at 130 per share, and did it close? I don't see where it closed yet. So maybe they're getting a good turnout on that. Maybe they're getting a good value, but 130. So 130 is their offering. So it's really interesting. They announced that they did a reverse split too, but it looks like 11. 1127 is when they put out that at 130, 1127. So it's right here. They did a public offering right here at 130 a share. I mean, look how far the price ends up coming down. I could have got these for cheap. I mean, if they're selling to investors at 130 a share, and you could have picked them up probably here, a pop, a retest, right here is the range where I would have, if I saw this. This is a dip because I would take the risk to reward here. You see, the risk to reward is better. As a matter of fact, we'll put it up here. Yeah, so it would have been lows to the previous retest of high, right? So blow this up. I guess check it out on a lower time frame too. So this is a 2-to-1. Let's go to a different time frame. Yeah, so this is a really good pretty common setup that I like to take. Gets a pop, consolidates. That's the 50% retracement. Doesn't take off from there, so I'm not in. Drops down. Now I'm interested because the previous low, right? We got a low at 52 cents. We're looking at somewhere in here. I mean, this actually dropped to 56 cents. So I might have put an ATA on there to run with it. And then right here, we got a range, right? This is 57 to 65. I'd like to purchase in there. At the very least, runs up to support. That's how I know I might be verified in there. And then the top is here. This trade would have worked out too, as you can tell. This is a very clean setup. And if I wanted to wait for it, I could have. I could have waited for volume to come in because there's big volume candle there. So this is a really clean swing. This is a really clean swing trade with a good risk reward. I would have put that. I would have put that in the notification there. So of course, this would have had all the drama attached to it. Why didn't you stay in? Why didn't you run it all the way up to 170? But that's not what it was giving here. And maybe we could have reassessed it on the pullback right here. This was another pullback. So this is an average in. And I would have to check the volume and the indicators at the time, but right here we get the 3 increasing volume candles. So that's a good sign right there. A lot of green, 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 bigger, bigger, bigger. So I may have taken another position there as well for a scalp. So I want to check the news as well. Let's see, what day is that? 12/21. Is there news? 12/21. 22 popped up for news. So SNES has been popping up on the scanner on and off here for the last couple weeks for sure. So we'll see. They're moving and shaking, and they have some. I believe they still have an offering to close. So we'll keep an eye on that. Maybe they're getting ready to close their offering, and they got the money that they're looking for. So we will see. I'll keep an eye on them. Got a little position there. See if it pulls back or just takes off. We'll see. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Have a fantastic day. Good luck as always. Love to see you gaining, 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 or learning, learning, learning. Good luck to everybody. Happiness and health. Wishes to all. I've got the New Year's coming up. Let me know what your plans are for the New Year's. New Year's resolutions. Let's go. All right. We will be back up here tomorrow, anywhere between 4 and 7 o'clock, maybe 3:50 and 7 o'clock. Catch the top gainers of the day. All right. Take care, everybody. I'm out.